Recently, I bought an Ender 3 Pro after saving my pocket money for 8 months. When I received it, I was very happy, and after that, I started printing out upgrades for itself. So, in this video, I will show you how I upgraded my 3D printer by doing some basic PLA upgrades that you can print in your 3D printer. The basic upgrades includes a dual gear extruder, V-slot covers, a filament spool holder, drag chain for cable management, Ender 3 display cover, and many more upgrades. So without wasting any more time, let's get into the video. Hello fellow makers, welcome to my channel HyperMakes. First, for the dual gear extruder, I have made a separate video. You can watch it by clicking on this I button. Now going towards the first printable upgrade, it is the filament spool holder. Earlier I was using this stock spool holder provided by the kit, and I pasted a butter paper on the top surface so that it was smooth enough to roll the filament. But soon after that I started to get issues like filament breaking itself overnight, so I decided to go for a spool holder. For all the printable upgrades, I have provided the links in the video description, so don't forget to check them out. For the filament spool holder, as you can see, you will need the 3D printed parts and some mechanical parts. And for one side, I have already assembled it. The only mechanical part that you need or you need to buy is that the 608ZZ bearing that we will use for the filament spool holder. Take your 3D printed roller guides and put them over the 608 bearings. It is very difficult to move it inside the roller guides, so I used a small hammer and tapped it in several places to get it inside the roller guides. After you have done that, just check for smooth rotation and check if it is stalling in one place. Now take your roller guides and put them between the roller wings. The 3D printed parts are designed to be press fit, so you may have to apply some force or use a small hammer to put them in place. Now attach the assembled wing to the base. Your finished filament spool holder should look like this, and after that check for the smoothness. The V-slot covers are used for both for preventing the dust accumulation in the V-slot and for personal customization of your 3D printer to any color of your choice. And I have gone with the classic HyperMakes purple color. As you can see that I have already mounted the V-slot covers in my printer, as I forgot to record the video, but no worries. I will show you the last beam I have left and insert the V-slot covers so that you can see how you can use them with your 3D printer. Start by removing the stock filament spool holder from the top of the frame by the Allen key provided in your kit. Take your M5 Allen key and start removing the screws from the top of the frame. Remember to not remove the last screw from the frame so that you can just pull aside the top frame to the side. Now install the V-slot covers into the frame one by one. Now put back the top of the frame to its original position and tighten all the screws. And with that, the new look of a 3D printer is ready. In the next upgrade, we will give this enclosure to the Ender 3 status display so that we don't accidentally short any of the connections in the display. This white piece of plastic was supposed to be the display cover, but I ran out of the test filament provided with the printer and kept using it instead of printing a new one. Also, I am going to remove this buzzer as it is annoying sometimes. Remove the 4 screws using the Allen key provided in your kit. Also, you have to remove the control knob in order to remove the display. I will use a desoldering pump and a soldering iron to remove the buzzer from the PCB. Now it is a personal choice to keep the buzzer or not. Now put back the display together and enclose it with the enclosure that you 3D printed. After assembling the display, you can use the original screws provided in the kit with the Allen key to attach it to the frame. Now this is one of the simplest prints that you can get. You just have to print the clips and put them on the display cable over the frame. For the auto leveling sensor, you will need a mount which you need to attach to the gantry of the 3D printer. Remove the stock screws and use it to attach the sensor mount. Now for the auto leveling sensor, I am using a 3D Touch V3.0, or you can use a BL Touch or even a clone. I had already fed my connection cables for the sensor through the nylon cable sleeve and did the connection using the wiring diagram of my sensor. I am using the dedicated 5-pin port for my sensor, which uses a custom Marlin firmware. But you can use the other method also, where it uses the Z in-stock pin as the Z-pin port. For the wiring diagram and connection, I'll provide a link in the description that you can check out and do the connections of your sensor accordingly. You can easily buy a drag chain for the cables of your Ender 3 Pro, but you can also print them, so why not? First, start by attaching the motor mount to the stepper motor. Then start attaching the chain links one by one in alternative positions. Same goes for the cable for the heated bed also. The original designer of this drag chain has also made an assembly video. I will put the link to his video under the video chapter of this part. Now this part is going to be small and brief. Take your micro SD card and connect it to your computer, and you have to format it. You have to format it into FAT32 system using 4 kilobyte allocation. After the formatting is complete, you have to put the firmware.bin file into the SD card, and it should be the only file in the SD card. Now for making your own custom Marlin firmware, you can watch this video which I followed myself to make my own firmware. After pasting the firmware.bin file into the microSD card, safely remove it to avoid any corruption. Make sure the printer is turned off, then put the SD card into the SD card slot. Turn on the printer and wait for few minutes so that the new firmware can flash on the printer. Now if everything went well and the firmware was properly flashed, then you should see the BL Touch click twice. Then after that you can move on and do a auto home on your 3D printer. Now after the auto home is done, you can go on with doing a bed level. And that's it. Now you have a 3D printer which has the basic PLA upgrades and which can print better than its stock version. Also, I have even more upgrades coming up for this 3D printer, so stay tuned for that. And finally, if you liked my video, then why not consider subscribing? It is free and you can back out whenever you want. Thanks for watching and stay safe.